cars, stay sky high, fly with the stars, G4 flights, 80 grand large. So we leave with it.
I'm a little tired. So I'm not sure if how good this is gonna come out. Post it, but. So another big problem with the homeless thing is that, of course, relationships, having a relationship with anybody is going to be impossible. Pretty much impossible. I mean, if there's another homeless person that you're attracted to, then I guess that might work out. Fortunately, in most cases, since homelessness is the a fourth class status, it's below a poverty class. You don't have a home, and when it comes to getting somebody that's poor and also homeless, you always got to worry about them doing something scamming out of money. If you definitely don't have enough money to date somebody in the other classes, or even in the upper poverty class, because you don't have money to take them anywhere, do anything with them. And yeah, the guy, so you kind of expect, even though rules can be reversed, you kind of expected to be paying everything. I can barely afford to pay for myself. But it's really, it's so hard. 4 years out here, and it's I haven't really had a relationship. And the relationships that I've had have usually been pretty long term. I've had 3 long term over 5 years, and the rest were. But being out here and not having someone, significant other or a partner, or whatever you call it, to not just have be intimate with, but also to watch your back instead of a pair of eyes behind you. Your sleepers there awake. So that's kind of it's. I haven't really looking for that, but if something like that comes across, I'd be like, yay, but nothing else. Nothing at all. The one person that I kind of felt that way, but she wasn't homeless, but I don't. The feelings aren't reciprocated, so can't make somebody like you, in that way, So what's left over is just kind of myself and I thinking, am I going to be alone for the rest of my life, and the rest of my life could be 6 months from now. So that's why I'm not sweating all that much at this point. See what happens after December of this year, and then see if you guys survive, then great. If you don't survive, then go back home. It doesn't matter. To me, I mean, so should matter to you, but it doesn't seem to matter to you either. So you're kind of running with it. So now I'm just. So yeah, so it's not. I know it's like, well, you talk about things. Wait, having a relationship. One of the things about the higher dimensions, if you're associate, we don't die. The higher dimensions, there is no death, and there's no birth, and there's no children, there's no the things that and the biggest thing that honestly, personally, I miss being up there. And I remember being in a higher dimension is intimate contact with somebody. Personally, me, opposite sex, but whatever floats your boat, doesn't really matter, because the way we also have the same kind of thing happening up there, intimacy in a sense, but it's different because it's all up here. It's all coming from a place where you actually create a lot of things for yourself around you. so I can create an environment I want. I mean, and of course, it's good. There should be another soul that's in, but those souls are just, well, I'll be right back. Right there, there's none of this hang up that you have with sexuality that you have in this country. One side of it, oh, she's scared of it. One side of it, don't do it. And the other side of it is like, oh, crazy. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. It's not that. We can create any of those scenes if we want to, and that's the beauty of it. But it's still not as real as the actual touch of human flesh. And that's one thing that all of us, we come down here, we're like, yeah, whew, you know, that's one of the things we all agree that we miss about these lower dimensions. And you guys just take it for granted, like crazy. Like I said, you block yourselves from doing it, or you're like, you're scared about it, or you do it and you think, oh no, we should do it every day. Now we do it like once a month, you know. Or you go, well, crazy with the the porno stuff, It's like, and it's whatever, whatever. But I gotta say, it's one of these things that you kind of put for granted, take for granted. I think that in higher dimensions, if any of you actually ever make it, you will know that it's one of the biggest things that is that we miss about it. It's kind of sad that even and still money still controls everything, including the fact that there is no true love. Even intimacy is a lot of times just based on money. It's like, especially now these days, it's like everybody's looking for that wealth, that thing that they're not gonna have to struggle for the rest of their lives. And meanwhile, if everything was free and everything was shared, and everything, like I said, if we all lived in an equality-based system, we just take care of each child from birth to death, and there was nothing to infect it like that, and then it would just be pure love, or pure trust, But these things don't exist in this civilization. Trust always gets betrayed. Muslims get betrayed because of money, and love is when you have how strong and fond of your love you have. After a while, money will probably have a cause for you, and again, root cause, not just money, but root cause of your separation, and you moving on with your life. That's just my 2 cents. This is not the turn. This is the human. Returning. I slept last night, so turn. I'll be back soon. I guess. I hope. Like I say, if I do what I need to do, I will. If I don't, then I'll come down only when he can. But in this case, I'm still channeling. I can still channel, and I am channeling. The pain that love is, man. Because especially if you have this deep love for this other person, and then that gets shattered and it's broken. I don't, it's hard to walk away from it. Even when you know that there's something else, and this is all an illusion. This is just kind of like, it was a training for you guys, and into it. Even though you know that, it still hurts. And it's like that song says, one is the loneliest number that you'll ever know. But at the same time, it's also the most freeing number, especially in this society. It's the most freeing number that you'll ever know. And it's that song. Good night.